of being in conjunction to knowing where your club is and in conjunction to where you're swinging at. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Without you knowing where your club is in conjunction to where you're swinging at, let's say you swing straight out here. I'm gonna sit up. This is your walking time. You might not can see it. Alright. This is your cane. This is the bucket. So go ahead and where's the bucket? Your bucket's right back here. So if you reach right back here, this is square. Right up here is a 45 angle to where the T is. So right across there. And then that's half the mat. So if I made a triangle, that's half the mat to right here. That's half the mat right here. So if you come in the middle, to right here, now you square. So that triangle just went from where the bucket is. This is the bucket. This is the T. This is straight across. You understand what I'm saying? So you can just eliminate half the court, even when you're doing with your shot. So what I'm telling you here and what you understand, what I'm trying to get you to understand here, is so you know where your body is. That's why we jump. That's why you know where your body is in space. You understand what I'm saying? So
well,
you got
like the key that you gave me, as far as my chin, that reference is getting me square like a motherfucker.
Chin to your feet, yeah.
That's
it's
getting
right,
me square.
It's right underneath.
And everywhere.
Every time.
You know what I'm saying?
And so,
I mean, so
if you hit a bad shot, but you square and it goes because you was aim wrong, you can adjust your aim. You understand what I'm saying? That ain't shit to adjust. So if your hands behind your bar, you're fine. I'm just turning you this way, guys. But you was fine with what you was doing. Then to your belly button, you splitting it. Then your feet underneath your chin. You gotta bring your feet together underneath your chin to your body. Now you square. Now you square at neutral. Now you're going to your stance to what your club is. You got to get to neutral before you get to your stance to what your club is. Good shot. Beautiful ball flight. Hit it where you're supposed to. And that's because you gave yourself an opportunity with all the other checks. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
You went through all the other checks. It's not because you don't know how to swing a club and you don't have a good or a bad hit. It's because you skipped the steps of knowing where the club is. And you got to have the relation of the ball to your club, to your body in relation all the way through until you hit the ball. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
If you jump through anything and do something else to skip those routines and do something else different, you lose focus of what it is you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you bring your club. The reason why I say bring your feet back down to neutral is because now if you got a 7-iron, it's going to be a different step than if you have a driver. You understand what I'm saying? But if you already have, it's straight in front of you. But if you already have the driver already predetermined that that's what it is, I mean, if you already start taking those stances and you predetermine that's what the stance is, when you do your 7-iron, you're going to try to do the same thing, and you're going to be hitting too far behind or too far ahead of it. That's why you got to get back to neutral. That's the important thing. When I tell you that, that's the important thing to get back to neutral before you do that. So after you put your club down, after you take the step to the middle, to get it to the middle of your belly button, and you get your other hand on, you need to go back to neutral, and then go to your stance according to the club that you got in your hand, and then hit the ball. But it gotta go back to neutral.
Oh, okay, yeah. You use that one.
There you go.
Yes.
Hey, okay.